Hello there, chums. Right, I'm going to be reviewing Origins for No Man's Sky. So first, before we get into the meat and two veg of the thing, let's go over some of the side dish. So some of the side dish on this is we've got new elements to the scrap dealer in every single one of the stations. You can go up there and you can buy some elements that you can craft together to make more expensive stuff. And you can buy that using Pogium, the stuff that you get out of Sentinels, heck yes. Or you can buy from other vendors, which is a good point, because you can actually get some of this stuff and sell it for nanites at the vendors at the back here. But I'll do a video on that. I'll put a card at the top here so you can just click it to go straight there. And also you can expand your multi-tool now, so I'm liking this. So you can get one of the pistols and make it just as powerful as a rifle or something, which is long overdue. You can up the class to A class and S class as well, and max out the slottage, which I've already done on mine anyway. So yeah, I'm liking that aspect. You can't change the colours yet though. But yeah, another side dish is giant structures on planets. There's a few varieties of these. It's like in the actual trailer you saw the round ball one above a structure. Well, that's just one of these, but I think that's for a different race. This one I think is a Viking one that I found. It looks very awesome. And yeah, the MPs and Cs inside do certain things, a bit like the other vendors that we've already got. Some of the actual planets, so this is a cactus flesh planet. Now, just like all the other cactus planets, but pre-Origins, it does exactly the same stuff. You're going to get the same materials there. However, aesthetically, it might be tweaked. I mean, that one looks pretty damn beautiful, let's be fair. And yeah, I mean, I did see some biomes that looked almost as good as this pre-Origins, but it's another level now. And every sort of one has a different sort of feel to it. And there's weather effects now. So you get fire and stuff, and lightning and tornadoes. I got caught in a tornado the other day. It was brilliant. This is a binary system, so it's got two suns, and it makes the nebulas look amazing. I mean, that is proper trippy, isn't it? That is awesome. And some of the planets and some of these dual systems, I don't know whether it's just limited to dual systems, are fantastic. So this one that I landed on, pink frickin' panther trees, violet grass. Heck yes, what a beautiful planet. It just didn't have water. It didn't have water, and the fauna here were just terrible. There was a flying crab creature and stuff, and I didn't see anything too alien when it came to fauna. Now the fauna has been greatly improved. I mean, we've got so many different creature bones and assets now. I mean, when I say bones, I'm on about the actual skeleton structures that they follow. We've got like beetle creatures that fly, and then they land on stuff and run around. They're freaking awesome. But I would like to see some cave critters that actually climb the walls and things, you know. But yeah, I haven't come across any. There could be some in there. I just haven't gone in too many caves. From all the caves that I have been in so far, they look very much like the caves and biomes of previous. And that's one of my sort of gripes as well. The oceans haven't been vastly improved to match some of the... I mean, the land is now brilliant. I've got no qualms with the land. I mean, this is a gamma planet. And look at the actual assets that have been added to this gamma planet. It almost looks like a fusion between a gamma planet and one of the exotic, weird planets. Because that's freaking exotic and weird. Yeah. But the oceans here, I mean, this is vastly an ocean planet. It's hardly got any land masses. So I was thinking, brilliant, deep oceans. Maybe there might be a megafauna in there or some strange structures. No, the oceans are pretty much unchanged. The oceans almost remain like a separate biome, and they're almost mirrored across every single sort of planet. You can see the same sort of oceans. That's one of my biggest drawbacks at the moment. So I'm hoping that they do another variety update that targets the caves and also the oceans to bring them on par with the planet, because then you're going to be exploring for hours. Now it's like the frost crystal planets. Sometimes I see the trees have been replaced with like crystal structures sticking out of the ground and rock structures, which is awesome. However, I would say I'm still seeing that asset pop up quite a lot. The tree humping a rock. Yeah, it's still here in Origins, and yeah, I've seen it maybe on about 4 or 5 of the planets that I've gone to, and I've probably only gone to about a dozen frost planets since Origins dropped. So it's yeah. It's still quite common, that tree humping a rock, and yeah, I would like to see eventually snow planets that have different coloured snow, like green snow, blue snow, orange snow, yellow snow. Just don't eat the yellow snow. Yeah, so I mean, people have gone to volcanic planets and found lava that's green. I mean, in this system, for example, I just went round to each planet and I was like, no, been to too many of them. Ooh, we've got a foggy planet. Now I'll go down to the foggy planet thinking I haven't landed on a foggy planet yet. I have, because it's exactly the same as a marshland planet, a swamp planet, or a, murky planet. Yeah, I almost said musty. I keep getting musty stuck in my head. It's murky. Murky planet, foggy planet, and marshlands and swamplands. pretty much the same thing. It's another set biome. So the volcanic and also these sort of foggy ones are two new biome types that have been added. Now, you know, on the artwork it showed sort of like a deserty type planet with the big striders. I haven't come across just a Judy type sand planet yet, and I've landed on quite a lot of cactus planets thinking it might be one of those. I come across one that said dust planet, and it wasn't like a sandy dune planet like we saw in that artwork. If you guys have come across one, please tag me into an image or something on Twitter, because I'd love to go see one. It would be nice if they've got a higher chance of spawning sandworms on a sand planet, you know. But these worms, they don't even appear to be sand worms. They sort of just jump out the ground at random, and they can be on any planet, which is a little bit odd. But at the same time, it'd be nice if there was some sort of way of finding out which planets had the sandworms on, because it is just random frickin' chance. And they sort of pop up at random frickin' times. It'd be nice if you killed like a load of creatures at once. Maybe they popped up then, because, you know, they know there's a load of dead creatures around. And it's also like, you know, you've got these contraband type guys that land at random at the moment. It'd be kind of nice if, you know, the Quicksilver fireworks that you let off. It'd be pretty cool if you let off one of those Quicksilver fireworks, that then the contraband dealers know where you are, and then they can come down and come see you. So yeah, I really do like that, though. It makes the planets feel a lot more alive, having these contraband dealers that sort of just fly in willy-nilly, land. I mean, here's one here, and yeah, I mean, fantastic. And I'm loving all these X-class modules. I think they're really going to help new players as placeholders until they get S-classes or can find all the ones they want up in stations, because they sell such a large array, these guys. So you can just kit yourself out just for a bit until you can afford those S-classes and find the ones that you really want. Because I find that some of these, they spawn at almost as good a level as an S-class. Something to note, though, those guys on the planets, they want nanites for theirs. The ones in the stations will accept pogium. So yeah, it's just a little thing. Yeah, I'm loving the amount of diversity in creatures. I don't know whether those fish should have been jumping out the water like that, but it looked quite cool. Fantastic, freaking mind-blowing stuff. But yeah, I'm coming across some very gnarly creatures. And yeah, the alien fauna is amazing. It's like I found this tentacly type one, looked like an octopus coming out the ground, and eyeballs that pop up and down out the ground as well. And there's so many awesome ones, and ones that burrow. The first time I saw a burrowing creature and it was like moving super quick, I was like, what the fudge is that? That's proper alien. Yeah, so, and any planet can have that, whether they're the old biomes or the new biomes, which almost makes it feel like you want to explore every planet, but you're still looking for that gem, the one that no one has seen before. But that is not quite at that level yet. And I say yet, mainly because Sean Murray himself, in the interview to IGN, I put a card at the top, he actually said for the last 4 years we haven't really concentrated on the core, the engine. And that's what a lot of us have been saying. It was an exploration game at heart. We need to get back to that. And yeah, this is a first step of many towards getting towards that, I think. I'm loving these little beetle creatures, how they sort of fly and then land and stuff. They're freaking awesome. But anyway, take a listen to that interview because it's very interesting. Now, I think this is just a first step of many steps to up the variety and maybe get it closer to that elusive proc-gen super formula type stuff that they hinted at GDC 2015. Now, Sean Murray in that interview says that he couldn't actually do everything to the planets that he wanted to do because of how many discoveries people have made, how many bases they have found, and yeah, so he does hint that he wanted to do more, and I kind of would like to just say it would be nice if they just said, look, everybody, this is a sandbox game. We are still testing this. We're still building it out. And we're going to have to flatten the universe. We're going to have to do a reset. However, you know, your base computer, it'd be nice if you could save 5 of your bases as favorites that you could then restore to any new planet that you put a base computer down on and just go into your favorites and restore them. And have that work across different sort of iterations, like creative through to normal. So then, now then, chums, the important bit, the score. How am I going to score Origins? Well, firstly, it's my favourite update. Out of all the updates, but I'm giving this update a 9.2 out of 10. It's freaking awesome! And the only reason it didn't get a 10 out of the 10 is because I don't think the frost planets got as much love as they should have, and the oceans and the caves. And that's about it, really. Other than that, it's fantastic. Brilliant! Well, thank you very much for watching this video, and if you like what you see, please hit a like or a subscribe. And yeah, or you can support my channel through Patreon. Here are all my Patreon backers. Thanking you, Patreon. And I also have YouTube membership. If you want to sign over to YouTube membership, check out my video links in my video description. I also have merch. Grab yourself a fine and dandy pair of socks, a mug or a t-shirt over my merch store, or I also have Atlas cards that I sometimes have on my eBay store. Check out my video description. So that is the end. Thank you for watching, and please hit a join or a subscribe, or just hit one of these tiles on this screen that you see here now. Stay with Captain Steve that bit longer.